Born Under a Bad Sign. First time I heard that song was on the album Wheels of Fire by Cream. Eric Clapton, Ginger Baker, and Jack Bruce. It said, born under a bad sign, been down since I began to crawl. If it wasn't for bad luck, I'd have no luck at all. I instantly loved that song. And I could relate. When I heard Born Under a Bad Sign by Cream, I decided to discover who wrote this song. And I discovered that the lyrics were written by Mr. William Bell and the music by Booker T. Jones. And that the song first appeared on an Albert King album. And the name of the album was Born Under a Bad Sign from Stax Records in 1967. And this album is a blues classic. It's in the Blues Foundation Hall of Fame. It's in the Grammy Hall of Fame and the National Recording Registry. It's an absolutely great blues album, and you should have it in your collection, so go buy it. Don't steal it, because you don't want to cause any bad luck for yourself or anyone else. You know what I mean? Born Under a Bad Sign. The lyrics to this song, everybody can relate to them, whether it's physically, emotionally, mentally, or spiritually. There's something for everybody in there. Mr. William Bell, who wrote the lyrics, he says, hard luck and trouble been my only friend. I've been on my own ever since I was 10. I've known people who've lost their families at a very young age or came from problem families and left at a very young age. And there was trouble in their life or their lives for a long time. And it didn't seem like they had any luck at all. That was for sure. Some of them made it. Some of them didn't. And some of them even wound up in jail or prison. They had some difficult times and difficult life. And then Mr. Bell, he writes, I can't read. I didn't learn how to write. My whole life has been one big fight. When I lived in Brazil, I met many people who couldn't read or write. And I saw many people try to take advantage of these people because they didn't know how to read or write. It was a sad situation. And you could see that their whole life was a big fight. It was clear as could be, right? He also writes, wine and women is all I crave. Well, I knew many people addicted to women, sex, alcohol, and there was a lot of problems with that in their lives, a lot. And then he says, a big-legged woman is going to carry me to my grave. Well, I mean, if you're messing around with somebody else's woman, you may go out a little early in life. You really will have some bad luck. And like he says, born under a bad sign. I've been down since I began to crawl. If it wasn't for bad luck, I tell you, I wouldn't have no luck at all. What about you? Are you born under a bad sign? Born under a bad sign. Do yourself a favor. Treat yourself to the album from Albert King, Born Under the Bad Sign, on Stax Records, 1967. One of the best blues albums of all time. Every track is enjoyable. And while you're at it, treat yourself to the album Wheels of Fire by Cream. It's also one of the best rock albums and blues albums ever made. Double trouble, double fun. Born under a bad sign. If it wasn't for bad luck, I wouldn't have no luck at all.